Alrighty, welcome back to One Punch Man Anime Review, episode number 28. We're here discussing, according to Viz Media app, not Viz Media, the weekly shonen app, chapters 177 to 188, which according to the release in Japan, it is chapters 183 to 193, I think it is. Let me take a look at it for sure. This is Eyewitness. One I think comes up here. Actually, it's 182 to 193. Yeah, 182 to 193. Yeah, that's mostly put exactly what this is. Now, I have been forgetting to do this review, so that's why I'm doing this right now. Now, I'm going to be summarizing exactly what happens in these chapters, because here's exactly what happens. From chapters 177 to, I'd say, about 182, I think it is. This is basically Saitama and Tornado going all over the place. We enter up basically a soap opera style for superheroes. We have a superhero trying to catch this one criminal, trying to rescue his girlfriend. Turns out she actually worked for him. Turns out she's a captive, and of course, basically, Saitama comes in, beats the bad guy up, and of course, the court would be freed. And then the thing is settled, and then basically Tornado apologizes for all the damage. So in order to cover for that, do a commercial, which she did not want to do. And she did the commercial, she hated doing it. So they apparently decided to use AI to create a cutesy commercial, so I'm like, that's not really her. Nope, not really her. Her sister thought it was cute. And then we also have a subplot in here about these Neo Hero organization, where various heroes are quitting and joining this new hero organization, mainly because the fact that the current hero organization just supports it. It's basically more like bodyguards are super rich, and all the heroes do a bunch of collateral damage that cost tons of money. So they apparently, it's revealed at the end of these chapters, they got their hands on Child Emperor, and it no longer comes to Child Emperor anymore. He calls himself the Diabolical Emperor. Saitama, of course, basically goes back home. At one point, we see King, where he claims he sees Tornado's undies, which I wonder if he's basically probably going to be embarrassed when he sees her again. King, of course, runs into Atomic Samurai, which they get spooked off on a little council with that one. First at a restaurant, they run out of the diner. He just relaxing there. They think, oh, he's the world's strongest hero, even though he really isn't. It's all based upon lies. Basically, people give him credit for stuff that Saitama does. So, of course, goes back home and basically meets his new neighbors. One, of course, has to be a frog hero. And, of course, Genesis moves into the apartment, but it's too small. But he'll basically make room anyways. Yeah, it's a little back to status quo when it comes to him. And, of course, Child Emperor quits the main hero organization, joins Neo Heroes. Yes, because they downloaded information. And apparently it's revealed that the hero organization, well, not them per se, the executives, have been collecting monsters and having sold as pets. Yeah, we see this by having one particular person build a doghouse for two smaller monsters and treat them like dogs. Yeah, I had no idea why basically monsters turned to slave trade. I thought that was kind of weird. There's even a porcupine monster pops up in here too. And that's literally what happens over the course of these chapters. Yeah, what I just summarized, if you read these chapters, there's also a whole thing here with the Buzzard branch, they briefly leave, and they come back and will continue on to support Buzzard. And, of course, Twister tells them, take care of my sister. Says, sure. And at that, it seems like she's like, well, if you're really curious about the Hero Hunter, is he in these chapters? No, he is not. So, thing is, they say he's retired. Probably because he's old. And, of course, they have the gang of these gang of thugs are scared of her because she's the second strongest hero in the world. Yep. Because the actual strongest hero is missing. Yeah, the series has never really explained what exactly happened to him. Like, you think at one point you do see him and his face briefly disappears. Like, don't know if that's really him or not. Yeah, Bang is a complete mystery to the readers. Like, it seems like he's a character who one probably doesn't care to put in. It's like, have him there as a legend. He's the strongest S-rank hero. And, well, because it seems like they were building to like a rival organization. Now, I don't know if this was actually present for the web manga per se. There was something here, I didn't see this here, I think it's the previous chapter where I think it was, Saitama was asked by Twister, what do you think of Buzzard? Just an associate. Like, she's somewhat sad by it. It's been implied in the manga that she has a thing for Saitama. That fanfiction writers love having these two being together. Yes, I read One Punch Man fanfiction. I'm not going to what goes on in those chapters. It is weird, to say the least. And somehow Terrible Twister is involved with them too. It's very strange, to say the least. So, not much else to say. These have good chapters. Now, I will try to review a new chapter that comes out. I will try to, but may not be able to do it. I may or may not remember, but it just depends on what happens. Oh, in case you're curious about the name of these chapters: Eyewitness, Busy, Scrap Friction, Unasserted, Transactions, Scouts, Updates, Turning Point, The Butterfly in the Back, Appraisal, Blade Test, and Scheme. Also, Metalbats briefly makes appearance in these chapters. He does a little bit. There's also somebody who's a fan of Mormon Hero who basically faked all the stuff he did. But Mormon was impressed by his courage, so basically was right at the hospital. But that's just summarizing 12 chapters. And that's the best I can do. Yeah. So yeah, that's a particular view. Next up is going to be Black Butler. Okay, next video. Bye.